AOC burners rally in Idaho last month, someone threw a Palestinian flag over an American flag, and the crowd erupted in approval. What should have happened after that is one of the adults on stage should have told their young, loyal followers, this is not a symbol of freedom. This is a serious problem for Democrats. Less than 1 in 4 Democrats under 30 say they're proud to be an American. 54% say they're embarrassed by it. Embarrassed? Like America's your mom picking you up at school? You're embarrassed, American? Well, guess what? The feeling's mutual. Because you have no perspective. Is America perfect? No, of course not. No country is.
Bill Maher looks closer than ever to changing sides because even he thinks the far left is going too far. In a strong monologue on Real Time, Maher didn't hold back. He criticized AOC and other Democrats, saying their actions show a growing disrespect for America. Now, Maher has ranted before, but this time it felt different. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it.
Democratic politicians who keep it real. Senator Alyssa Slotkin of Michigan says Democrats are, quote, weak and woke and should get some goddamn alpha energy and need to fucking retake the flag. I gotta say this. I love this new trend.
It's happening. The Democrats are turning on each other. Slowly, more of them are realizing how extreme their own side has become. And some are brave enough to say it out loud. It's what we've been talking about here for a long time. The far-left woke agenda is out of control, and it's starting to destroy basic common sense. You could see the relief on Maher's face as another Democrat finally spoke up and held their own party responsible. And this is just the beginning.
The thing, Senator Slotkin is a serious person. She's a former CIA agent. You know how every streaming action movie now is about a soccer movie in the CIA? Okay, that's really her. So we should listen to her because she's right. Lady Deadpool is right.
This isn't just political drama anymore. It's a major wake-up call. When longtime liberals like Maher and Senator Slotkin start sounding like moderates, it's clear something is broken. More cracks are showing, and the usual talking points aren't working. Maher and Slotkin aren't the only ones speaking up either. More voices from the left are quietly starting to say what others have been warning about for years. The progressive movement has lost its way, and when someone adds, direct as Maher starts calling it out, you know it's shaking things up. Just wait until you hear the shocking numbers he shares next.
Serious problem for Democrats. Less than 1 in 4 Democrats under 30 say they're proud to be an American. 54% say they're embarrassed by it. Embarrassed? Like America's your mom picking you up at school? You're embarrassed, American? Well, guess what? The feeling's mutual. Because you have no perspective. Is America perfect? No, of course not. No country is.
This is absolutely insane. So just because Donald...
It's crazy. Just because Trump is in power, some Democrats act like they suddenly hate America. The double standards are hard to believe. They preach unity, but only when it benefits them. When they lose, it turns into chaos and blame. They talk about values, but behind the scenes, it's all about power. They don't really want unity, they want control. Now listen to Maher as he gives a clearer picture of what's really happening in America under Trump. The
U.S. is ahead of the rest of the world on most of the progressive issues that are important to young people. America has 14 million women-owned businesses. 17% of black women are starting businesses, which is faster than white women or white men. Gay Americans are free to marry, and 49% of them own property. Yes, in America, gays buy buildings. In other places, they get thrown off them.
And still, some media outlets keep repeating the idea that the LGBTQ community is under attack just because Trump is in office. Meanwhile, others are claiming women are losing businesses and that Trump is taking the country back to the 1960s. It's all fear, no facts. These commentators aren't trying to inform, they're trying to stir up anger and clicks. It's like a news cycle built on panic, but Maher isn't buying any of it. Watch how he pushes back and defends what's really going on.
Those old movies you think are cringe, Well, they're cringe because America changed, because we modernized, way more than most societies have. Our current Congress is the most racially and ethnically diverse ever. They're like a beautiful, useless rainbow. And we proudly live in a land where every TV commercial features a mixed-race couple, including the ones where it makes no sense. Mom's black, dad's white, and the kid's Asian. But here is the dilemma for Democrats. Their young people, their key constituency, not only don't like their own civilization, they like the wrong one. They actually think Hamas is a liberation movement. They chant for the Houthis. They're chanting, "We will honor our martyrs" at Yale. They're looking for love in all the wrong countries.
Honestly, I don't blame the younger generation. They've been influenced by older voices who are obsessed with hating Trump, but that anger has grown into something bigger, a dislike for the whole country, and now that negativity is being passed down. Instead of being taught to think for themselves, they've been taught to be bitter. Instead of being proud, they've been trained to resent. The result? A generation that sees their country as the problem, not the opportunity.
It's to tell the kids that America is not the society where women basically have no, where there's zero freedom of religion and where dissent is punishable by death. Our democracy may be on life support, but we still have elections. They don't. And yet at Coachella, this an Irish rap group projected onto screens, "Fuck Israel, Free Palestine," got big applause. "Globalize the internet" is the catchphrase that's really catching on these days, as if worldwide suicide bombing and cosplaying Islamic revolutionaries is the answer to our problems.
Unfortunately, these are the so-called solutions that Democrats and their allies have sold to an easily influenced
Sadly, this is what young people have been sold by some Democrats and their media allies. Watch the news today, and the misinformation is overwhelming. Now, Israel is being painted as the bad guy just for defending itself, while some actually praise terrorists as heroes. It's a complete flip of right and wrong. To his credit, Maher calls it out and points the finger at Democrat leaders who are willing to say anything to stay in power, no matter how dishonest or damaging it is.
AOC rally in Idaho last month, someone threw a Palestinian flag over an American flag, and the crowd erupted in approval. What should have happened after that is one of the adults on stage should have told their young, loyal followers, "This is not a symbol of freedom. This is."
It's both frightening and deeply sad.
It's both shocking and heartbreaking. AOC and Bernie Sanders saw it happen and stayed silent just for political points. How can anyone seriously compare life in Palestine to life in the US? In some places in Palestine, women can't vote, can't show their hair, and LGBTQ+ people face brutal punishment. Is that the kind of society young Democrats want to support? This isn't justice, it's ignorance pretending to be activism. And the silence from progressive leaders says more than words ever could.
Thought leaders in the Democratic Party keep encouraging and not rebuking the idea that America is cringe and the people who run Gaza are great. The Democrats are doomed. Alyssa Slotkin's right. Liberals are weak and woke, especially the white ones, and they indulge all sorts of nonsense from their kids, a pattern that then continues on in the Democratic Party. Last election, it was all the gender stuff, the insistence that men can have babies and such, and now I fear that "we like the terrorists" is the new that.